2022 started off insanely strong when it comes to games, but man, for like the last 4 months, things have taken a huge turn, with game after game being delayed into 2023. There's really only a few big titles left this year, and one of those is Gotham Knights. Now let's just level set here. On one hand, you have the Batman diehards who, no matter what they're presented with, are going to stand by the game, good, bad, or otherwise. On the other hand, you have a group of people who will, under no circumstances, say the game looks good. They're constantly comparing it to old Batman games and even other superhero games, and quite frankly, I don't think anything is going to convince them that Gotham Knights could actually be a good game. Bottom line, both groups are doing damage to the game ahead of its launch, but there's a third factor here we have to talk about: the marketing. Today, IGN released a video called Gotham Knights Gameplay of 2 High-Level Red Hood Builds. Naturally, I was ecstatic. I thought, finally, we're gonna see some unedited gameplay from someone that knows the character, the world, inside and out. You know what we got? 4 minutes of highly edited footage, intercut with interviews, trailers, and honestly, fluff. Let me be clear, that's fine, but not when it's presented in this way. The one thing players are interested in about the game is looking at raw, unedited gameplay, specifically played by someone who knows how to make the characters look their absolute best within the world that they're in. That's not what this is, and to put it bluntly, that's a big problem. For starters, we don't get to the actual gameplay until 1 minute and 12 seconds into the video, and once we get there, this is what we got.
Heads up. I know that one hurt.
I'm sorry for subjecting you all to that, but we have to talk about this because what we just witnessed, is an absolute travesty. We saw one special ability, one team takedown, and a lot of sliding around, trying to be cute with the camera. It's like they handed a controller to an intern and said, "Here you go, make a video." As you might expect, people online were not thrilled. Honestly, go look at the chat replay on the video, go to Reddit. The fans, potential players, that's the key here, were going up one side of the game and down the other. The action started at 1:12 and concluded at 1:44 for a grand total of 32 seconds. For a video titled 2 High-Level Red Hood Builds, I think it's fair to say we were all hoping for more. Maybe some skill trees, a deep dive into an ability or two, and certainly combat featuring more than one enemy and a showcase of what Red Hood is actually capable of. But hold on, let's pump the brakes because there is another gameplay sequence in this video, and that starts around 2:39. Let's take a look.
Stop now! You've taken your business elsewhere. Hey, look, more scumbag looking for a beat. Here comes the boom. Guess I really pissed them off. I'm gonna clip him. Missed.
Yeah, bet that hurts.
All right, so this is much better from a presentation standpoint. We started right off the bat with a traversal mechanic and then weaved in a number of standard and unique attacks. This is better, but again, we have to look at the player showcasing the game who is really going out of their way to make Red Hood, quite honestly, look bad. The most common words I saw in the chat were clunky and slow, and while the Red Hood character is, by his comic book nature, bigger, slower, and more powerful than his counterparts, whoever was playing made that much worse by delaying actions and trying to showcase individual moves and movement. I'll admit I was incredibly excited about this video when I saw IGN post the premiere, but after all was said and done, I was really disappointed, not in the developers and the game they've created, but simply because what they showcased was clearly not the game in its best form. It's safe to assume the team is going to be doing these showcases again with the remaining 3 characters. They'd be silly not to, but they need to iron out these issues. Again, Gotham Knights is one of the only big games left to come out this year, and it's a huge opportunity for WB Games, and these simple mistakes are not helping win over fans who haven't decided if they're going to pick up the game yet. If the team is listening, and I doubt they are, it's time for them to pull back that curtain a little bit, stop hiding their game behind these highly edited showcase videos, and just give the fans what they want, an unfiltered look at the characters, the combat, and the world they're creating. Whether or not you decide to play Gotham Knights, you can bet that Livin and I will be checking out the game, as well as a few other titles still to come out in the latter half of the year. So if you want to stay up to date with everything going on in the world of gaming, do me a solid, hit that thumbs up, and subscribe. I also want to let you know that our 2022 Leave a Legacy charity event is set for Saturday, October 22nd. For a second year in a row, we've partnered with Connecticut Children's to help bring the joy of gaming to kids at the hospital. Mark your calendars, set a reminder, and be sure to join us on Discord to stay up to date with everything regarding our upcoming event. The link, of course, is below. My name is Kodiak, and from everyone here at Legacy Gaming, thanks for watching, and play on.